This is your video walkthrough on your 26261BH. Get started up front here. Got the 40-pound tanks on these. Both of them are full. The regulator, the arrow's facing this way to the left, is pulling the tank on the left. When the green turns red, it's letting you know it's out. Spin this knob over to the right, open this tank back up, you back up and running. Always do one side or the other, that way you always got a backup. Brand new battery on this thing. Battery disconnect switch there. Anytime you're not using the camper, cut that switch off. It saves your battery power. That way you got a good battery when you come back to the camper. Pass-through storage. Stabilizer jacks, 3/4 socket and a drill is what we normally use. Fresh tank fill. Gonna be around 30-40 gallons of fresh water. Stick your water hose in there before you leave home. And then if you guys want to go boondocking or traveling, you can use your camper instead of the rest areas and stuff. Your low point drain for your fresh tank is going to be that blue hose hanging right there. Furnace exhaust. Power cord comes with the camper and it's around 25-30 feet long. City water connection, always hook in at the campgrounds. Always use a regulator on this spot. The black tank flush. Whenever you hook the water to this, always make sure your black tank handle there is pulled open like it is now. Reason being, if that tank's already full, then it will come out the commode or come out the vent on the roof, and you don't want that to happen. These your sewer hookup here, standard hose. Left side's going to be your gray tank. They are color coded, so gray and then black. Black tank is commode only. Gray tank is your sinks and showers. Low point drains for the whole entire camper right here. The red and blue hose, take those two caps off, open up all the faucets inside, everything drains out there. Cable hookup or satellite, whichever one you hook into it. It's got a spot for a ladder. Pre-wired for a backup camera, that center spot right there. And that backup camera is total plug and play, so there's no wires you got to cut it off. Water heater, all the switches for this thing are on the inside of the camper. The only thing you'll do out here is drain it, release your pressure, and then screw your drain plug out. This thing is gas or electric, and you can run both at the same time. And I'll show you where those switches are when we get inside. Other side of storage. Leash link for the pets. This here is going to be for outdoor TV, so this one here is reception from inside to out here. And then this spot here is just a 110 power to hook up the TV. And then just the other side of the storage. It's pre-wired for solar panels. That's what that spot there is. The awning will go probably about another 2.5 foot out. Alright, your main control panel is going to be here. So top buttons activate this meter. Top's full, bottom's empty. Batteries are good. The fresh tank is good. The black tank is empty. And your gray tank is empty. Interior lights. Exterior lights. Water pump, when you fill your fresh tank up, that's what's going to pressurize the whole camper. When you're hooked in the city water side, do not turn this on. You do not need it. These two here are going to be water heater switches. The first one's gas, this one's electric. You can run both at the same time, or if you're at a campground, just choose your electric. The bottom switch is on, retract, and extend. So up is retract. And down is extend. A couple tips on that awning you probably already know, but if you don't, if you got this thing out and you go to leave for any reason, it's just my practice to bring that thing in. It's a whole lot cheaper to hit that button for 20 seconds than to replace that awning. All right. So that's that. So push button lights up here. As a matter of fact, every light in the camper has its own push button, so if you wanted it darker in certain spots, you could definitely do that. TV hook up here. If the green light's on, it's letting the cable feed come through. Cut the green light off, it lets the satellite feed come through. And then push your pop lights up there, same as this one. Alright, bathroom in here. Hot water, cold water. Commode halfway down on this pedal to the right. There's going to be just water to fill up that bowl. All the way down flush. Alright, shower. There we go. And I like to just let the water drain out of that thing just so it don't splatter all over everywhere. Alright. Main light switch for the bathrooms here. Exhaust fans up top. Push the button, spin the lever. Opens it up. Spin it to the left, closes. Alright. Fridge controls are in here. Now the master switch right here for the refrigerator just kills all power going to it, on and off. Breaker box and fuse panels are right up under the refrigerator. Everything is labeled, what does what. Breakers, 12 volts. If any one of these fuses pop on the 12 volt side, there's going to be a little red light to light up beside exactly which one pops. That's why this screen's here, so if you're ever just sitting back chilling and notice a red light glowing in there, glowing right here, it's just letting you know a fuse popped. Furnace down there. Now stove, so turn to high, push in, and then strike it. So push in, strike it. So if you let off of it, it's going to go out. So after you push in, just hold it for a couple seconds, and then it stays on. And that last one. There we go. It's kind of hard to do this thing with one handed. Alright. Alright, so anytime you're cooking, make sure your glass is pulled up like this. Anytime you travel, always make sure it's down like that. Little switch to the right, just turns the blue lights on. You got a light there. Then your exhaust fan. Microwaves, pretty much a regular household style microwave. Nothing real fancy about that one. Sink, left side top. There we go. Alright, so it's hot there now. Push button lights up top, USB ports and 110 outlets. More push button lights. Furnace control is going to be here. So just put the top lever on the whatever thickness line you want. That's how hot it's going to be. And then the furnace comes out down there. You heard that click. Oh yeah, now she's warming up. Cool deal. Alright, so to turn this thing back off, all the way to the left, make sure you feel the click. That's completely off. Now when you cut that off, it's going to run for an extra 2 or 3 minutes just so it cools off before it finally shuts down. So the box down here is going to be carbon monoxide and LP gas leak detector. Light switch here in the bedroom, just the bedroom light. AC controls are up top. So the arrows here, it's high cool, medium cool, low cool, off, low fan, high fan, medium fan, high fan. Alright, so we're on high cool now. The thicker the line, the colder it is, the thinner the line, the warmer. You close these vents on the side, open up that one in the middle, everything dumps out right here. This cools off in here pretty fast. When you close that, open up the vents on the side, and it'll kind of push out through the whole camper. TV hookups, TV backer is right here on this stud. We got 110 and USB ports on both sides of the bed. That little cubby up in there. Push button lights. Storage up under the bed. Not a lot, but every little bit counts. Alright, put that baby back off. Now the AC in the living room is the same exact way as the bedroom. So low cool, medium cool, high cool, high fan, medium fan, low fan, off. Thicker the line, the colder it gets. The thinner the line, the warmer. And the same way, if you open this, it dumps. And then when you close it, open up the ones on the side, and it kind of pushes out through the whole camper. All right, now I'm gonna be quiet and do a quick walk around and let you guys check this thing out. Do the same thing outside, and we'll be finished. Alright, this is going to conclude your walkthrough on your 25 Catalina 261BH. Hope you guys enjoy.